What's up, YouTube? I am Z-Tone Train, and this is just a basic dude vlog. And I thought we'd try something a little bit different today because we're checking out something cool that I ordered on the internet. And I haven't seen anybody like pull each piece out of this and really look at it individually. So what we have here is the Plussino 137 piece fishing lure kit. And this is Amazon fishing lure kit. There's a lot of them on there. There's a lot of multiple piece kits on there. That's what it looks like on the back. All the warnings are literally for the plastic bag that it comes in, except for the one warning on the back that's probably a cancer in California warning. So let's open it up. All right. Now, like I was saying, what does it say? Cancer and reproductive harm. Yes, P65. Here we have the front of the box, Plussino fishing lure kit, and 137 pieces. Let's see what that gets us. I like the way that it opens. It's got this little kind of clasp thing instead of just being a flip down and lock box. This is pretty cool. So it's interesting looking at this kind of stuff in front of the camera. So this is more of a top water lure because it doesn't have the fin on it that holds it down in the water. The lip actually is what it's called. And let's kind of get a feel for how good this is. It looks pretty good. It's built really well. To be honest, the lures have a high quality look and feel to them. I guess one wouldn't know unless one was fishing them how well they do. Kind of a nice little minnow there. We're gonna kind of set him off to the side here. What we'll do is I'll put everything out and we'll take a look at it when we're done looking at all of them. Another one, same kind of deal. A little bit different nose on him, but just a little bit shorter top water lure. Really, it would take some weight to get this guy to go down in the water. Oh, nope, here we go. So you see this lip will make him kind of, as you reel him back in, this lip will cause the lure to stay deeper underwater than the other one that does not have a lip on it does. All right. That's a little plug here. These are actually okay, so pretty happy with the plug so far. They kind of have like this, I don't know if you guys remember like the way that lures look kind of in the 80s and maybe even a little bit earlier, but they're really well detailed. The eyes look really good on these lures. The detail on them is good for being something that was so inexpensive because this box was only like $17 or something like that on Amazon. And then we know how much I love these now, these little curly-tailed grubs. So we got 1, 2 of these nice, kind of almost a cinnamon red color grubs, blood red, cinnamon red around in there. Here's another kind of paddle tail grub. So little paddle tail here. They're got a pretty decent mix in the rubber of the metal flake. So I like the way that these look so far. There's a guy here in town that just straight up makes soft bait. And I've been meaning to get a hold of that guy. This one's not as well mixed, but it's got some gold to it, some gold flake to it. I really like these type of grubs, mainly because my son caught a fish with one. So I might be forever married, or at least forever a fan of those little wiggle tail grubs there. Another orange. So it looks like in all you get 5 of those grubs. No, more. Okay, cool. They sort of feel, I don't think that they're impregnated with any flavor or anything, but they have a feel to them that's very slick. Actually kind of, it's a good feeling kind of thing. Sometimes you get these and they're dry and they don't have a lot of movement to them, but these do. So we've got 2 green ones. There's a really nice variety in here. Is the first thing I'm noticing. 2 of the green ones. So far on those, we got 6 of the little wiggle tails in here. And here we have 1, 2 of the 3 of the paddle tails so far. Is another dual color. I like that a lot. And then we have, ooh, I actually ordered a bunch of this color. This is a cotton candy pink. I don't know how well it comes out on camera, but it is a cotton candy pink wiggle tail, and I ordered a whole package of those. Really like that color. Hope Aiden likes fishing with those too, but this is a cotton candy pink. Let's see. Now this is one that I was kind of worried about that it would look goofy, but it doesn't. So this makes me really happy. So a lot of times when you get these really cheap lure kits, what the lure will have is the one side will have detail, right? And then the other side, instead of having a mold on the other side will just be flat. None of these look that way. That's what I thought that this lure was going to look like. Was that one side would have detail and then the other would just be flat, nothing. A lot of the cheapo soft baits look like that, and this one does not. Look at that bad boy. I'm not even sure what that is. I guess we'll have to find out later. I'm not totally certain. It's like maybe a crawdad, but like it don't look like any crawdad I've ever seen. Here's another paddle tail. So that's 4 paddle tails so far. These are Senko worms. So these have a couple different purposes. You can rig them in the middle for a wacky worm rig. You can take them in half and run half of it on a Ned rig. You can hook them just like a regular worm and run a Carolina rig. There's all different kinds of rigs to run Senko worms on. They're really popular right now. Especially that Ned rig is really popular. So there's 2 of the yellow, kind of a gold colored Senko worm. Got some more down in here that I might have missed. There's another, ooh, that is nice. It's kind of a black-green wiggle tail grub. So that's 7 wiggle tail grubs so far. Here's the other black-green. So they're coming in 2s for those wiggle tails there, those little kind of screw-tailed grubs. Very nice. That's 8. Here we have another one of the paddle tails. I really like these. I'm starting to really like this kit. They're a little bit soft, so I worry a little bit about their about the integrity of them, something biting them in half or ripping them up when they hit. But they're also going to feel, when they hit it with their mouth, it's going to feel, you know, soft as well. So maybe they'll have more of a chance of biting at it. Everything so far that I've pulled out, I'm really happy with. Let's see, I think that's all of our soft, nope, it is not all of our soft baits. So we did get these. These are interesting, kind of a gnat or a fly of some kind. I'm not totally sure. Kind of just a little gnat bug. 1, 2. I'm not sure what those are called. Maybe I'm a bad fisherman. I've never used anything remotely like this to catch a fish, so I don't know what these 3 are. Just kind of look like flies to me. 3. Non-discriminate bug for eating. Okay, so then we have, this is a spinner bait. This is obviously like a rooster tail knockoff. Because you're not going to find a real rooster tail in this rig. I'm just going to tear the plastic, screw it. So that's nice, nice little rooster tail. It's not as fluffy on the end as a real rooster tail, but the paint is definitely reminiscent of some classic rooster tails that I own. Have this dot pattern and this color pattern on them. Not an authentic rooster tail, but it will do in a pinch. There's not as much fluff on the end of this one. I bet it works pretty well. It does have the right paint job. So there's a spinnerbait. What's we got here? Spoons. Kind of casting spoons here. Ooh, I like that. Really like that, sort of a diving casting spoon. And those come in a pair. Get the hook taken off and make yourself a nice fishing necklace. Or oh, earrings, here you go. For the discerning fishing lady. Gold earrings. Those are pretty cool. I've never really caught anything on anything like this before, but I will try them because I purchased them and I don't like things to go to waste. Ah, here we go, classic spoon. Classic spoon. Good for lots of different things. These are good for casting, these are good for trolling. Spoons are great. Classic fishing implement here, classic lure. This is interesting on the end of their spoon. It's almost kind of got that 1960s, 1970s era fluff on the spoon. Very cool. Really do like that. It's a very nice looking fishing spoon. These spin through the water, or wobble and spin through the water. And those are just a classic lure. Okay, so we got, I'm not going to take these ones out. We got a pile of snap swivels. We got a pile of regular swivels. We have some hooks here. These look like maybe a size 1, maybe a little smaller than size 1. These look like, are those some circle hooks, some bait hooks. They're definitely not bait holders, but we've got some a little bit bigger, a little bit larger size. Here, are those offsets? Yeah, offset worm hooks for rigging. Oh, yeah, those are wacky hooks. Those are kind of the wacky rig hooks. That's what those are. A little small for the wacky rig in my opinion, but that's okay. We got some small split shot sinkers. I know that where this is going to fall over on its face, where this kit is going to fall over on its face is sinkers. We got some bullet weights. I like the slider bullet weights. Those will work for the wacky rig. And the reason I say that is because right now, for a reason that I cannot discern, sinkers and weights are the most expensive thing in any fishing implement right now. Like, you can get this kit $17. A kit of weights is like 22. It's the craziest thing. All right, we got another spinner. See, this is more of a MEP style spinner. So the first one that we looked at was more of a rooster tail style spinner. But if you look at the paint job on this spinner right here and the way that the body is built, so you see the bell body here, and then the kind of a ladybug dot pattern on it. This is like more of a knockoff of a MEP spinner. So to kind of look at that rooster tail spinner, and this looks more like a MEPS. So if you could tell that there's a difference, even the copy, they even put a number on it, like MEPS sizes their spinners. So you can tell who they're copying from here. But that's kind of cool that they got both at least. And then we have, so these are fishing beads to keep things up off your knot from your hook. Keep the weight from hitting your knot and breaking your knot. They work great for the wacky rig especially. So these, one day we'll talk about fishing rigs. We have, I believe, more offset worm hooks. And these are great for a lot of different things. You can run your lures on them. You can run a wacky rig on an offset lure hook. These, man, I could not tell you exactly what these things are for. They're called a bobber stop. I have no idea. I do not know. I don't know this rig. I don't know what this is. But there's two of them in there. So if that's your thing, that's your thing. I'm not completely certain, and this didn't come with any documentation. I've seen them in lots of these kits. I don't know what they're used for. I have no idea what those bad boys do. And maybe one day I'll learn, I guess. And then we have these regular jig heads, and these are some pretty nice big ones. They're not the smallest jig heads, they're not the biggest jig heads, but they're pretty good size. They're not tiny, which is nice. And there's 4 of them, 2 orange and 2 yellow. So we got 5 paddle tails. We got 8 of the grubs. Oop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we got 10 of the grubs. Oh, that's dope. forgot about the dark green color. So we got 10 of the grubs. Five of the paddle tails. We got 2 Senko worms. 1, 2 Senko worms. We received, I'm going to move these bad boys over in with the Senkos. That's what we're doing. That's just happening. We're going to mix them in together because we've only got this little tackle box that we're working with, and we will run out of space quick if we don't mix some stuff in together. So these soft baits might just all hang out together. This weird kind of, this weird crawdaddy thing might catch fish. I do not know. I've never used one of like that. And then we have our diving plug, kinda. He's our minnow with the diving lip on him that makes me run a little bit deeper in the water. We have our top water egg. And notice no lip, so he's not going to dive as deep as the one with the lip on him. So you can skip him across the water and stuff. I really like the detail on those plugs. Those turned out really cool. You know what? Let's see. Then we have a smaller crankbait here. Again, no loop. That's another kind of a top water bait. And we have 4 jig heads. And we have 2 of these spoons. It's crazy the amount. I thought this stuff was all gonna feel awful and cheap. When I bought this kit, it was $17, and I thought the whole thing was gonna feel like just junk, is what I thought it was gonna feel like. And now I'm worried about the paint job on the plugs. So that'll tell you something. Just a spoon. Then we got hardware stuff. I'm gonna put this hardware in on this side with these spoons. It's all hard, it'll all hang out together. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll load those bags right now. And some hooks. Let's do it this way. Hook. Hooks. There we go. Put some of these sinkers on that one too. And just kind of rest him on top of them. I think he's gonna be okay. Plastic in between everything. And we've got our beads. Let's stick those right there for right now. And all this will eventually, of course, come out of the plastic, but I don't think I'm gonna take this out of the plastic in this little box. There's gonna be some things that stay in the little box. These guys, oh, we got 5 of those. I didn't notice those sitting over here. And then here's our wacky rings. These go in the center of a Senko worm. You go around the center of a Senko worm and your hook would go through the ring to do a wacky rig. Regular snaps instead of snap swivels. These 2 doodads, which I don't know what they are exactly. Bobber stopper, I don't know. That's what they called them. Let's recenter. And our 2 spinner baits, one MEP style and one rooster tail style. Super fancy. What a great kit for 17 bucks. It's crazy how good quality these feel. I expected the lures to be absolute junk. I expected the lures to be terrible. They are not terrible. They feel pretty high quality in your fingers. They don't feel like absolute junk. They feel pretty good. The hardware that comes with it is decent. The sinkers are adequate, but I'm always running out of sinkers. Even when I'm running bait, I'm running out of sinkers. But overall, for $17, really high quality stuff in here. I thought it was really great. I hope that you guys enjoyed the breakdown. But I think that the stuff in here is definitely worth 17 bucks, and I would be willing to put out the $44 or $50 for one of the bigger kits. So I'm Z-Town Train. This is just a basic dude vlog, and I'm out of here. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope that you like looking at the lure kit, and check them out for yourself if you want to buy some. They're on Amazon. Have a good day. Bye-bye.